The Divine Pagan Kindred Bible emerges as the sacred and authoritative text of the Divine Pagan Kindred, a standalone religion that intricately synthesizes the spiritual traditions of the Celtic, Germanic, Slavic, Greco-Roman, Baltic, and Finnic peoples. This holy scripture unites their diverse pantheons, rituals, and cosmologies into a cohesive polytheistic framework, centered on the Divine Pagan Kindred, a divine assembly comprising deities such as Cernunnos, Odin, Perun, Zeus, Dives, and Ukko, alongside the Eternal Veil, a spiritual realm that binds all planes of existence into a harmonious whole. Spanning 6 books, the genesis of the Eternal Veil, the dance of the storms, the quest for wisdom, the weaving of the Eternal Veil, the cycles of the ritual path, and the unity of the Midsummer Dance, each containing 12 chapters with 24 verses, the Bible reflects the oral traditions deeply embedded in these cultures. It narrates the creation of the cosmos, the governance of storms, the pursuit of wisdom, the unity of afterlife realms, the cyclical rituals marking the seasons, and the communal celebrations of midsummer, all guided by 10 commandments that outline ethical and spiritual conduct. Rooted in animistic and cyclical worldviews, the text preserves Europe's indigenous spiritual heritage, offering a comprehensive guide for tribes to connect with both the natural and spiritual realms. This scriptural summary aims to distill the essence of each book, providing a thorough exploration of the divine assembly's multifaceted roles: celestial overseers like Zeus, fertility deities such as Brigid, wisdom figures including Athena, underworld guardians like Veles, nature spirits such as Landvetter, and animal totems like ravens, in sustaining the cosmos, shaping the earth, and guiding the tribes. The Eternal Veil serves as the integrating force, reflecting the kindred's emphasis on balance, unity, and resilience. The narratives, enriched with symbolic animals and spirits, illustrate a living faith where the assembly's decrees influence the earth, afterlife, and tribal life. The Bible's oral tradition, drawn from sagas, runes, and hymns, fosters a legacy of wisdom and ritual, encouraging practitioners to honor the divine assembly, engage in sacred rites, and maintain harmony with the veil. This text stands as a beacon of the kindred's spiritual identity, offering a path for tribes to navigate their existence, respect the natural world, and uphold the interconnectedness of their ancestral traditions within the Eternal Veil. Summary of the 10 Commandments. The Divine Pagan Kindred Bible commences with the 10 Commandments, a foundational set of ethical and spiritual directives that guide the conduct of the tribes within the Divine Pagan Kindred religion. Deeply rooted in the traditions of the Celtic, Germanic, Slavic, Greco-Roman, Baltic, and Finnic peoples, these commandments establish a robust framework for honoring the divine assembly and the Eternal Veil, ensuring unity and balance across the spiritual and natural realms. The first commandment, honor the Divine Pagan Kindred as the guardians of the Eternal Veil, mandates reverence for the assembly, deities such as Zeus, Odin, and Ukko, as protectors of the spiritual network, reinforced through rituals like blots, where tribes offer mead to acknowledge their celestial oversight. The second, revere all spirits as sacred keepers of the natural world, calls for respect toward nature spirits like Landvetter and Haltijas, upheld through grove offerings and dances at sacred sites, recognizing their role in safeguarding the earth's vitality. The third commandment, celebrate the cycles of the Eternal Veil with reverence and unity, encourages active participation in seasonal rites such as Samhain and Yule, fostering tribal cohesion and aligning the tribes with a cosmic rhythm governed by the assembly. The fourth, participate in the ritual gatherings with devotion to the assembly, emphasizes the importance of communal ceremonies like Kapala, led by druids, skalds, and folkvi, to strengthen tribal bonds and connect with the divine will. The fifth, uphold the shared tales as a guide for wisdom and harmony, highlights the oral traditions, Celtic sagas, Germanic runes, and Finnic epics, as sources of guidance, preserved by elders and shamans, ensuring the transmission of cultural wisdom. The sixth, support the tribal councils with respect for all traditions, promotes the network structure of councils, ensuring diversity is honored, as seen in multi-tradition gatherings at stone circles and sidas. The seventh commandment, practice the ancient rites to connect with the divine assembly, underscores the significance of rituals like Sida ceremonies and blots, maintaining spiritual ties and reinforcing the tribe's devotion to the assembly's decrees. The 8th, respect the diversity of each land's sacred customs, acknowledges the unique practices, Celtic well offerings, Greco-Roman temple rites, and Baltic fire altars, enhancing the cultural richness and individuality of each tradition. The 9th, seek balance with the earth and sky through mindful actions, urges alignment with the natural and celestial order, reflected in the wisdom of Diev's creation and Purin's thunderous balance, guiding the tribes to live in harmony with the environment. The 10th, foster a united kinship among all tribes under the eternal veil, calls for collective identity, reinforced by the veil's presence during midsummer dances, promoting a shared purpose that transcends tribal boundaries. These commandments provide a comprehensive moral code, directing tribes to honor the divine assembly, engage in rituals, and respect diversity, ensuring the kindred's spiritual integrity. They guide daily life, seasonal observances, and communal interactions, fostering a legacy of unity, wisdom, and harmony within the eternal veil, serving as a spiritual compass for the tribe's enduring journey. Summary of Book 1, The Genesis of the Eternal Veil. The Genesis of the Eternal Veil, the inaugural book of the divine Pagan Kindred Bible, narrates the creation of the cosmos and the earth by the divine Pagan Kindred Assembly, establishing the spiritual foundation of the religion. Chapter 1, The Awakening of the Sky Lords, opens with Zeus and Dives leading the divine assembly, their authority summoning the heavens as Ukko unleashes a thunderous roar. Purin and Thor forge storms with unyielding strength, while Lugh ignites the sun with skillful fire, weaving the first threads of the eternal veil. Cernunnos blesses the wild lands with antlered grace, and Brigid kindles hearths with creative flame, marking the dawn with ravens, wolves, and eagles soaring overhead. The tribes gather in awe as the veil binds the realms in unity. Chapter 2, The Shaping of the Earth, shifts to Zemina and Demeter molding fertile plains, Mokosh weaving the earth's verdant cloak, and Freya blessing golden harvests, with Veles and Hades tending the underworld's depths. The assembly's songs unite land and sky, guarded by bears and swans, while the veil nourishes the earth's spirit. Chapters 3-12 expand this narrative, introducing the wild's vitality, river's flow, underworld's balance, and wisdom's quest, with the tribes honoring the divine will through offerings and rituals. This book establishes the eternal veil as a living network, where celestial overseers like Zeus and Odin collaborate with fertility deities such as Brigid and Demeter to shape a balanced cosmos. Supported by nature spirits and animal totems, ravens, stags, the assembly's decrees integrate the tribes into this order. The text teaches practitioners to respect the assembly's creation, engage with the natural world through mindful actions, and maintain the veil's harmony, laying the groundwork for the kindred's spiritual unity and resilience across generations. Summary of Book 2, The Dance of the Storms. The Dance of the Storms, the second book, delves into the divine Pagan Kindred Assembly's mastery over weather and its transformative impact on the earth. Chapter 1, The Council of Thunder, portrays Purin summoning storms with oak might, Thor shaping tempests with Mjolnir, Zeus calling lightning, and Ukko guiding the sky's wrath, steadied by Dives' wisdom and Lugh's solar light. The eternal veil trembles with their power, marked by eagles and wolves, as tribes offer mead in reverence. Chapter 2, The Blessing of the Rain, shifts to Brigid, Zemina, Freya, and Demeter welcoming the rain's renewal, guarded by Veles and Hades, with the veil spreading life across the land. Swans and storks enhance this cycle. Chapters 3-12, including the storm's forge and the rain's renewal, detail the forging of storms and the blessing of rain, with owls and bears grounding the energy, and tribes participating through dance and offerings. The book highlights the storm's dual nature as a destructive and renewing force, with the assembly's united chants and the veil's radiant glow reflecting their governance. The tribes align with this cycle through rituals, honoring the storm's legacy and adapting to its rhythms. This narrative underscores the collaboration of celestial overseers, Purin, Thor, with fertility deities, Brigid, Demeter, supported by nature spirits, nymphs, and totems, stags, teaching resilience. It encourages practitioners to respect the assembly's weather control, engage in seasonal rites, and maintain harmony with the Veil's natural cycles, reinforcing the kindred's belief in the interconnectedness of celestial and terrestrial realms as a source of strength and renewal. Summary of Book 3, The Quest for Wisdom. The Quest for Wisdom, the third book, centers on the pursuit and dissemination of knowledge by the divine Pagan Kindred Assembly. Chapter 1, The Path of the Seeker, depicts Odin seeking wisdom at Yggdrasil's roots, Athena crafting strategies in her grove, Lugh honing skills with solar fire, and Dives illuminating the quest, all guided by the eternal veil. Perun shares thunderous knowledge, and Zeus decrees wisdom for all, with owls hooting and runes glowing to aid the tribes. Chapter 2, The Gathering of Minds, unites druids, skalds, and shamans in a collective voice, blessed by the assembly, with the veil holding their enlightened thoughts. Chapters 3-12, such as the Forge of Insight and the Council of Insight, expand on crafting wisdom through fire, wind, and councils, with swans gliding and stags roaming to mark the path. The book emphasizes the assembly's intellectual leadership, with celestial overseers, Odin, Athena, and wisdom figures, Dives, Lugh guiding the quest, supported by nature spirits, river spirits, and animal totems, ravens. The eternal veil shines as a beacon of enlightenment, reflecting the kindred's value of wisdom as a communal and divine gift. The tribes participate through rituals and gatherings, integrating knowledge into their lives, which strengthens their spiritual identity. This narrative teaches practitioners to seek wisdom through discipline and unity, honoring the assembly's decrees and the veil's guidance, fostering a legacy of insight that enhances the kindred's resilience and intellectual harmony across the tribes. Summary of Book 4, The Weaving of the Eternal Veil. The Weaving of the Eternal Veil, the fourth book of the divine Pagan Kindred Bible, delves into the afterlife and the unity of spirits within the spiritual realm, showcasing the divine Pagan Kindred Assembly's role in weaving a harmonious network. Chapter 1, The Rise of the Otherworld, narrates the integration of the Celtic otherworld with its mystical mists, Valhalla with its warrior songs, and Tuonela with its shadowy whispers into the eternal veil, guarded by Velis and blessed by the assembly. Spirits dance within this emerging web, while tribes honor the unseen with offerings. Chapter 2, The Dance of the Spirits, harmonizes river spirits from Celtic lands, Landvetter guarding Germanic fields, and Haltijas shielding Finnic places, their songs bound by the veil. Chapters 3-12, including the weaving of the shades and the union of the spiritual planes, detail the interconnection of afterlife realms and ancestral spirits, with ravens marking paths and bears enhancing the narrative, as tribes participate through rituals. The book underscores the assembly's pivotal role in uniting diverse afterlife planes, with underworld guardians like Hades and nature spirits such as nymphs collaborating to weave the veil into a living tapestry. This reflects the kindred's belief in the continuity of life, emphasizing the importance of ancestral and natural spirits in sustaining spiritual harmony. The tribes engage by offering gifts and joining the spirit dance, maintaining a dialogue with the departed. This text teaches practitioners to respect the unseen, actively engage with the assembly's governance, and preserve the veil's interconnected harmony. The eternal veil emerges as a symbol of spiritual continuity, guiding the tribes to honor their ancestors and nature spirits, reinforcing the kindred's depth and the veil's role as a unifying force across the spiritual landscape. Summary of Book 5, The Cycles of the Ritual Path. The Cycles of the Ritual Path, the fifth book, celebrates the seasonal rituals that connect the tribes to the divine Pagan Kindred Assembly, reflecting the religion's rhythmic connection to the eternal veil. Chapter 1, The Samhain Fires, portrays druids lighting bonfires to honor ancestors, with the veil opening its mists as tribes unite in reverence. Chapter 2, The Yule Feast, depicts skalds singing of Thor's strength, the veil warming the earth as tribes feast in harmony. Chapters 3-12, spanning the Imbolc Awakening to the Saturnalia Feast, cover a full cycle, Imbolc Spring Stir, Beltane's Fertility Fires, Austra's Balance, Lugnasada's Harvest, Mabon's Equinox, Kapala's Flames, Solstice Fires, Midsummer Rites, and Saturnalia's Joy, each marked by fires, chants, and animal totems, with the assembly blessing every rite. The book emphasizes the ritual's role in aligning the tribes with the veil's seasonal rhythm, guided by celestial overseers like Purin and fertility deities like Demeter, supported by nature spirits such as river spirits and totems like stags. The veil pulses with each celebration, reflecting the kindred's focus on the Earth's natural cycles and the assembly's oversight. The tribes participate through offerings, dances, and shared tales, reinforcing their unity and respect for the seasons. This narrative teaches practitioners to honor the cyclical shifts, engage in communal rites, and maintain harmony with the veil, fostering a legacy of ritualistic balance and tribal strength. The cycles serve as a spiritual calendar, ensuring the kindred's enduring connection to the natural and divine order, with the assembly's guidance shaping the tribe's seasonal observances and reinforcing their spiritual identity within the eternal veil. Summary of Book 6, The Unity of the Midsummer Dance. The Unity of the Midsummer Dance, the sixth book, culminates in the unifying midsummer rituals that celebrate the peak of the year within the divine pagan kindred framework. Chapter 1, The Kapala Flames, illustrates folkvi floating wreaths to honor Purin, with the eternal veil shimmering as tribes dance in unity. Chapter 2, The Sida Rites, depicts shamans dancing at sidas for Tapio, the veil uniting all tribes in harmony. Chapters 3-12, including the solstice unity, the forest rites, the midsummer gathering, the flame of unity, the dance of the tribes, the rites of the sun, the unity of the wild, the song of the midsummer, the celebration of light, and the unity of the dance, expand on solstice fires, forest rites, and tribal dances, enhanced by swans, stags, and other totems, with the tribes celebrating in unison. The book highlights the assembly's crucial role in fostering unity, guided by celestial overseers like Purin and nature deities such as Tapio, supported by nature spirits like Haltijas and animal totems like ravens. The eternal veil glows with this communal harmony, reflecting the kindred's emphasis on the seasonal zenith and tribal cohesion. The tribes participate through leaps, songs, and dances, reinforcing their bond with the land and the veil. This narrative teaches practitioners to celebrate the land's peak, engage in communal rituals, and strengthen their spiritual connection to the assembly, fostering a legacy of unity and vitality. The midsummer dance serves as a spiritual climax, ensuring the kindred's enduring strength and harmony, with the veil's radiant presence guiding the tribes to honor the earth's abundance and maintain their collective identity across traditions. Conclusion: the eternal legacy of the divine pagan kindred. The Divine Pagan Kindred Bible concludes as a profound and enduring testament to the divine pagan kindred spiritual synthesis, seamlessly uniting the spiritual traditions of the Celtic, Germanic, Slavic, Greco-Roman, Baltic, and Finnic peoples into a cohesive and vibrant narrative. The 6 books, the genesis of the eternal veil, the dance of the storms, the quest for wisdom, the weaving of the eternal veil, the cycles of the ritual path, and the unity of the midsummer dance, collectively weave a rich tapestry of creation, storm governance, wisdom pursuit, afterlife unity, seasonal rituals, and midsummer celebrations, all guided by the divine assembly and the eternal veil. This scripture serves as a sacred bridge, connecting the tribes to both the natural and spiritual realms, emphasizing balance, resilience, and a shared purpose that transcends the boundaries of individual traditions. The 10 Commandments provide a robust ethical code, directing tribes to honor the divine assembly. Deities like Zeus, Odin, and Purin practice ancient rites such as blots and Sida ceremonies, and respect the diversity of each land's customs, ensuring harmony within the veil. The narratives, enriched with symbolic animals like ravens and wolves, and spirits such as Landvetter and nymphs, depict a living faith where the assembly's decrees shape the cosmos, the earth cycles, and the afterlife, with the eternal veil acting as a unifying plane that binds these elements. The Bible's oral traditions, drawn from Celtic sagas, Germanic runes, Slavic hymns, and Finnic epics, guide the tribe's spiritual identity and communal strength, teaching engagement with the veil through rituals, wisdom quests, and seasonal observances. The interplay of celestial overseers, Zeus, fertility deities, Brigid, and nature spirits, Haltijas, reflects a holistic vision, with rituals like Samhain, Yule, and Kapala reinforcing unity and celebrating the land's rhythms. This sacred text preserves the ancestral heritage of Europe's indigenous peoples, evolving into a vibrant spiritual path that resonates with the kindred's enduring spirit. It encourages practitioners to respect the assembly's will, actively participate in the veil's cyclical patterns, and maintain harmony with the natural world through mindful actions and communal rites. The Bible fosters a legacy that echoes through the tribe's collective journey, offering a spiritual compass that guides them to uphold the balance of the earth and sky, honor the wisdom of their ancestors, and strengthen their bonds under the eternal veil. As a beacon of the kindred's identity, it ensures a lasting connection to the divine assembly, preserving the essence of their traditions while adapting to the needs of future generations, a testament to the religion's resilience and unity.